Sorry, I totally mistimed that one. I was listening to tunes and I realised, oh my god, there's not enough time to search for another song to put on, and so I'm here, and Ivy is first. Well done. Wahoo indeed. I was just trying to sort out the thumbnail because I thought I'd changed it. I did put the picture up there, but obviously I had to change the settings or set to save or whatever. I don't know. I've mucked up. I do apologise. I've thrown myself on the mercy of the court as you stand there judging me. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hello. How are you all? I hope you're all well, fine and dandy. It's Saturday the 8th of October. Congratulations to making it this far through the year. Yeah. Cheers. Yes, so as you can see, I have an arrangement of little dudes. These are headhunters that I decided to do the other night because I was working on this dude, who is Exodus, a non-unique character that the Alpha Legion have, who's basically a guy that goes around with a massive sniper rifle called the Instrument. I was working on these last night and I was painting these ones as well. But yeah, there's still a few bits to do. Got some decals on them at least, which looks quite tasty in the white. It's using the body of the Alpha Legion Praetor because I thought it was a really cool model. For one, I had two. One I used for my console, Saboteur console for the Alpha Legion, and because I subscribed to Warhammer Plus last year, I chose to get Umbral 6, the Vindicator Assassin. And seeing as I've already got a Vindicator Assassin, I thought, well, I'm not going to field more than one. And so I stole his sniper rifle. I had to remove, because it was a ball pup, so that was down here. So that had to come off and I plonked it in there. Used a hand from one of these heavy weapons arms for Mark 6, because it had a little handle, so I put that on there. And placed the magazine there. And apart from that, that's all groovy. That's a normal Mark 4 arm, because his arm wouldn't have gone anywhere near that. So that's the original arm for the dude. And yeah, so I done him and added lots of little bits and pieces. So that's obviously the pistol normally, but I added this. I think these are actually from Orcs, because the boy doesn't utilise bits. He just takes what he wants, and he was throwing all these sprues out. So I went through all these sprues from the Krieg Orc box set for Kill Team that came out, and took off all the little pouches. And so that's a Krieg grenade right in there. Pouch from there as well. That, I don't know what that, a binocular case, I think. Another Krieg grenade. That's a normal Mark IV combat blade. For the Venom Sphere, that's a ball bearing. So you know, like the little balls you put into your paint for mixing? That's one of them. So yeah, so he looks pretty cool. I like the way obviously he's looking down a sniper rifle there. But yeah, I was really chuffed with him. And then I got going on these guys with one with a heavy bolter. And again, just sticking lots of like ammo, because these guys are going to be running around like commando-esque. Again, that's an Orc Orc pistol holster. So there's a couple of them, I think. Yeah, Mark III pistol holder. Another Mark III. And that's actually the same pistol as the Praetor has, because on the Saboteur I didn't use that one. I had an empty holster because he's holding his pistol, so why have a pistol when he's holding one? Because he's got a Volkite Serpenta. Hey Rob, hello. Exodus looks amazing. Thank you very much. And yes, he's looking. I'm really pleased that I don't do a lot of kit bashes, but sometimes when I do, they do look pretty cool. I had to spend all day now recovering because yesterday I way overdid my day and woke up with a headache. Ooh, poor little thing. I'm sorry. Oh, Rob had better. Yeah, I posted a picture up on my Facebook Forge Mars page, and one of the comments is, "Oh, is he overcompensating for something?" No. And if you can imagine that looks big with a Space Marine, imagine what he looks like on the Vindicar Assassin, because he's titchy in comparison. Like, that gun is taller than the dude, I'm sure. But yeah, he turned out really well, and that's what a plan for tonight is, to do a little bit more work with these. Obviously, I just went cracking through, getting the basing done on them. They've all got the normal. Well, with these guys, they can have Bane Strike combi bolters. So it's Bane Strike combi bolters, really. So they like a Salt 18, breaching on a 6+, I think. And of Salt 2, I think. Yeah, I think it's Assault 2 with twin linked. So, and a heavy bolter for a nice bit of heavier support, I guess. And I thought it just looked cool having a headhunter with a heavy bolter, because the only other options they can have is that or a multi melter, and I haven't got a multi melter, so I went with that. The instrument, yes. It's yeah, I like it. You know, Exodus is a non-unique character, so you can actually have them. Well, they're not compulsory HQ choices. So as long as you have a compulsory HQ choice, then you can have the rest of the slots filled up with Exoduses. Because there could be more than one. It could be three. Three is a good number for these guys. Did any of you get any pre-orders going today? On now. Just I want to get at least one purchase. Yes, so it was quite a few bits on pre-order today on Games Workshop. Yeah, I sort of jumped in because I completely forgot about it. I wasn't really thinking about pre-orders today, and there was 2 Proteuses and a Sicaran, because Rob has done some awesome work with his Sicarans for his Alpha Legion. So I thought, yeah, go with that. Ordered 2 of the Land Raiders. Will make 1 of each type. It's cool. So the thing is, like with these guys, I've obviously still got another 2 Rhinos to build and the Spartan. So Land Raiders would give, again, either one would give a good bit of transport capacity. I really want to make a World Eaters army. You started doing bloody alphas. Oh, you converted one for the melting. Oh, right, that's pretty cool. I want to get a Proteus or 2. I'm trying to resist the urge to buy some of those World Eater bits. I plan to have a Proteus completely open with full interior, lots of cutting and doing for probably minimal result. Yeah, that's why I never do the insides. It's just too much work, and you don't see it. And I'm not one of these. Oh, look at the inside of my tank. I don't do that. I'm sorry. I just like it dies. and blows things up. Well, these are your first love. Oh my God, you better not. You saying that out loud with your Night Lords around you. Oh my God, they'll lynch you. They'll skin you alive. Well, if you saw Greg in the Discord, he's as long as I've known him, he's been doing LEDs in tanks and vehicles. I remember, like, when he was still living in England, that he did LEDs on a Valkyrie for a guard army, and yeah, he's good at doing that sort of stuff. But his Spartan, he's got LED for the spotlight by the side turret, and one inside as well. So he's the man. If you want to chat with someone who knows LED work, then give him a tap up. Phew, pardon me. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, M's work on the LEDs was really awesome. And again, you know, she'd done, like, I was watching her on her Twitch as she was working on that. I'm going to sneeze again. Phew, pardon me. Yes, and that was a lot of work because she was magnetising it so she could actually take it apart again, and for easy access for changing batteries and stuff like that. But yeah, she'd done an epic job with that. But yeah, it does look cool. I'm going to say it does look cool. I might be like being a little bit mean to people that do interior work, because I know from Rob's examples with like the stuff he does insides, it's like so awesome to see. I just can't do it. I refuse to do it. I'm a coward. Yeah, well, he'll be dropping in soon because he was just messaging on the Discord asking if the live stream, because I didn't put anything up on the live stream section. So yes, what am I doing? I'm doing stuff. I've got plans within plans, schemes within schemes. There's still a little, I did go over with some gloss varnish, obviously prior to sticking decals on, so they've come through okay. And sorry. Excuse me, yes, I'm going to have to get a tissue just to behave. Thank you, bless you. And here's Greg. Yeah, Greg, we were just talking about you. Rob is looking at doing LEDs in some Land Raider processes, and I told him you're the man to speak to about LED work. So you've been warned. Hey Greg, did you order a Think pre-order today? Did you jump on the bandwagon? There was lots of stuff to get on with, and lots of awesome stuff. I could have gone down a rabbit hole, but I refused to. I had to be a little bit more. I am going down the magnet rabbit hole. Booba shaker. Oh, I'll plug it in. Booba shaker's not working. fine old booba shaker. No, plugged in and everything. Poltergeist in here today. That's it's not like an off switch, is there? Unless the 2 sets. Right. The light's on the lead, on the plug, but he doesn't want to play. Annoying. I need a bit more of a whole colour on this. I did ask you about pre-orders, Greg. Just to see if you ordered anything today on the pre-orders. And did anybody watch the birthday broadcast as well with the all the shiny Imperial Astra Militarum? Sorry, Astra Militarum that they were showing off. Got all the kids about outside again with their cars beeping away like little munchkins. The broadcast was too early. Hey, Badger. Guard. Yeah, there's loads of it's like it's Imperial Guard, but Astra Militarum. They've got some more dynamic poses for them. A lot more sort of like the new heavy weapons as well. Look, I actually really like them. So they've got big oval bases as well for the like. I'm not talking about the heavy weapons teams. Heavy weapons teams still exist. These are Big Bertha, sort of like proper like Pack 47 type anti-tank cannons. So and you get like a multi-launcher on track on carriage, laser las cannon, and I'm assuming it's an auto cannon of some description. But they really do look quite good, and the new Sentinels look pretty decent as well on that. Sculpts are pretty awesome. New Khazra kill team, new Necron kill team as well. But the thing that I noticed more than anything with the Imperial Guard, because they've got like a box set, so you've got like a squad, you've got the command squad, you've got special weapons squads, you've got a couple of these heavy weapons, a sentinel, off the top of my head. But with all the guards, no bayonets. There's no fixed bayonets, and like there's one dude that I can clearly see in my head who's looks like he's charging with his las rifle, but no bayonet. I'm going to start a campaign to bring back the bayonet. Then there'll be a massive event called Bayonet Fest, which will involve bayonets from around the world and interesting stories involving bayonets. But yeah, they do look nice. There's been lots of people already going, "Oh, I'm going to be so destitute and broke." And they'll make great 30k Imperial Army once the icons are the new artillery pieces, the sort of stuff you'd lift around with the Chinook. Yes, indeed, they're massive, but they look, as I said, they look like a pack anti-tank cannon. I didn't check them out. Are they out next week? Doing my monthly trip across 2 states to visit my newest G-dubs next Saturday. No, they're a preview, so they'll be out sometime between now and Christmas, I'd imagine. Although they did say soon, but how soon is now? As depends. Was it depend? No, but no, it was the Smiths, wasn't it? I think they look really cool, but I'm going to be a dweeb and not buy them because of scout creep. That's fair. That's fair. That's nicer. A little bit of gnome. I've never known any gnome. So yes, so it's been an interesting day with all these new showy offy bits, and there was a like Corn Berserker on Juggernaut dude, which looked cool. New Commissar dude, he looked okay. So yeah, there's lots of stuff going on. Which is always welcome. And someone's got a car. Wow. It was yeah, blow up your transmission. Yes, I don't need that kind of behaviour around here. This is a nice place. So yes. Hey, Crystal. I was just about to say about your epic stream today, because at work I got the notification that Crystal was going onto her Twitch for a live stream, and she was on there for like forever, building the new Gargant model. So I literally had the Twitch stream on my phone, but it was so busy at work, and my boss was there, so I had it on silent. So all the stream, even like I had it on whilst driving home as well, because I can listen in to what was going on. Yeah, it was just like I was looking at the clock. I thought, my God, it's like 5.5 hours so far. It's crazy. But it seemed like everyone had a lot of fun today. So I hope you had a great stream, and I hope you're resting and recuperating and having a nice drinky poos. And thank you for dropping in. Yeah, it was. You do have some form of like superhuman endurance, because after last week, the other day when you came on, and I was saying about how tiring streaming can be, and then you go and do a 6 hours live stream. So yeah, I tip my hat to you. In case I missed the hobby section this week, I am mostly converting assault cannons for the Spartan and weathering it. No, it's cool. I seem to remember liking your picture. You're going quite well with that Spartan. Say yellow. I would love to do Imperial Fists, but I hate painting yellow, so that does go against me quite a lot in that respect. It was by accident. Yeah, you wasn't meant to go on for like 6 hours then. Right. Yes. Yeah, from what I was that thing I posted up earlier on in your Discord, Crystal, I am pushing on through as best I can in that respect. Wasn't in the best of places earlier on. Been really grumpy, and when I got in and stuff. Bad news bear, bad mood bear. I had a shower, had a bit of a lay down, and I thought I'll get on here and just see everyone and just see how things go. Although I've only got one beer. I had KFC, had a spare Pepsi Max, which has now got Hague Club in it as well. So hopefully I've got enough hobby fuel to see me through. No, it's much appreciated. Thank you very much. It's a very both you and Rob. Big love to you both. That was unexpected and most welcome. Thank you. Yeah, so it's yeah, that's doing the trick. Wish I just had some Jack Daniels. I at Christmas I said like, oh no, I want to have like Grey Goose vodka, because Grey Goose vodka, ice, and just 7-Up is just so easy to drink. It's just like, and you're merry. So like when I post up pictures at Christmas, it's normally that I'm drinking Grey Goose and vodka, or Jack Daniels and Coke. Because Jack Daniels and Coke is like a soft drink. Like sometimes you get those like drinks that you can just drink, and you just next minute you're as happy as a little bunny. Why rum gone? Have you not got any rum indoors? This will just not do, young lady. You need rum. Oh, rum. Yeah, beer Kraken, Captain Morgan, Old Spice, Spice Captain Morgan. I always quite enjoyed as well. Just because I could be a pirate. I want to be a pirate. I've got a pirate hat, or piratey hat. Not really a pirate hat. It's pirate-esque. I dream of being a pirate. Yo, and a barrel of rum. I can just see you like stretching towards the hole in the loft and just going, Jedi powers work. And so like, I actually I was faffing about on Facebook earlier, and I saw, like you see other people commenting on certain things, and they were commenting about the fight scene at the end of The Force Awakens. And there's a guy that I follow, friend requested years ago. He's an author, but he does his own stuff. It's not a lot Black Library or anything like that. He was into sort of 40k at one stage. But yeah, he'd commented about, Force Awakens, and it was just like, oh my god, you're such a beard dude. And then I just started reading the rest of the comments, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of people that don't like that. I agree. Saturday night rum and stream watching. That's so. I think I might have to have like an official hobby stream rum session. And then, like, whenever people are tuning in on a Saturday night, we have our rum with us as we paint and hobby and chat. So that's something. That's something that's not out there. That's a corner of the market I think I can get on board with. Next minute we'll be in leather armchairs and cigars. Doing all that sort of hip and cool and trendy stuff. This is currently a discontinued GW colour that I'm using. Cafe Brown from the Foundation paint set. And it's not, the camera is in focus. That is a double printed label. So you're not seeing things. It is a bit wonky. So, and I say, talking about rum and smoking cigars and stuff, and in comes Artist Empire. See, I was just thinking about it, going, that'd be something that artists would be into as well. Just, just sitting there, having a rum, having a cigar, chewing the fat, talking about our portfolios. I bought stocks today. Yeah. And stuff like that. Really like adulty things. How are you, dude? You all right, buddy? See? Couch cushion. Cigar sounds good. Obviously, we're not endorsing that you should take up smoking by watching the stream, but I think like a I'm now imagining a live stream where we're all hobbying together, um, you know, a rum in one hand, you know, cigar in the other, sort of thing, and sort of like smooth jazz playing in the background. Ouch. It's a dream. It's a dream. Living a dream. So Hague Club whiskey is not the greatest to just like drink with, like, you know, a lump of ice or something like that. You know, really not my thing. It's not a smooth thing, but it's all right with Diet Pepsi. It travels down well, you know. I was even thinking of Ivy earlier as well. With I accidentally done a impression of Mick Jagger, and I thought, oh, Ivy will like that. So once I can think of something to use it with, I might unleash that. He says. Boss. So yeah, I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend and things are going groovy for you all. It's nice when things go groovy. The only booze I have is Johnny Walker Blue Label right now. See, that's the thing. Like with Johnny Walker Red, all right. There's a song called Miss Misery by Elliott Smith, which was featured in the amazing film that is Good Will Hunting, and I absolutely love that song of his. It's just it is a beautiful song, quite like soulful, sorrowful. Oh me. I have an arrangement with liquors. Every party, someone brings a bottle, something weird that they don't want, and leave it behind. So now I can just the weirdest shit in my liquor collection. How's your Morrissey impression? I think Morrissey might have been something I'd actually accidentally sort of stumbled upon by accident once. I can't even because when doing impressions, you normally think of a phrase, and that gets you in the back door, basically. Not in that way. So yeah, it's like, you know, when I was doing, like, when I've done my version, my bad version of Bane, I always thinking of it, it doesn't matter who we are, that one sort of thing. It doesn't matter, or the League of Shadows. I can't. I'm not sounding right tonight. I'm just not in it. Not in it to win it. I'll sound better once I'm a bit more drunker, I'm sure. But it doesn't matter who we are. What matters is the plan. Bruce. See, I can't even think of the fucking phrases now. No, get off. Bane quotes. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man, and by then it was nothing to me but blinding. That was better. It was getting there. I would go out. That was Ringo. I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ. And you got the daffodils. Hang the DJ, hang the DJ, hang the DJ. Yeah, that's the best I'm getting with Morrissey. The shadows betray you because they belong to me. So we're back on Bane again. Peace has cost you your strength. Victory has defeated you. Do you feel in charge? No. That's it. Put the can back. No one cared who I was until I put the mask. Until I put on the mask. Theatrically and deception are powerful agents for the uninitiated. But we are initiated, Bruce. We come here not as conquerors, but as liberators, to return control of the city to the people. Yeah. I'm losing it again. I'm not feeling the Bane. I had a friend at college who once brought his girlfriend to a party at my house, and she made a cocktail that was 1/3 creme de menthe, 1/3 Kahlua, and 1/3 Baileys. How was it? I dare ask. It's a creme de menthe and Baileys. I was in a hotel in Leicester. Now this was probably about 98 or 99. I was at a sci-fi convention called Star Fury. It was the first one held, and guest stars at this event was Claudia Christian and Pat Tallman from Babylon 5. So Susan Ivanova and Lita Alexander, and one of the evenings, I was in the bar. Where else would I be? And I was basically cracking on a bit flirtatious with the barmaid there, and her barman friend who was there. And the barman was basically experimenting with drinks, so doing a bit of business. But as the evening got on, people wandered off and all that sort of stuff. And I was still there. So he was basically doing his little experiments of stuff. And he caught, it was, I think, it had Baileys in it, but he did something with it. I think he put like orange juice or something in there, and it just went like muddy. And he goes, I call this Brighton Beach. And he was giving them to me to drink, and I just went, yeah, it tastes all right. It's free drinks. The Kahlua, which I think is like coffee and sugar. It's different. On Crystal's live stream a while ago, we got obsessed with the phrase pintle-mounted multi-melter, and saying it as fast as we could. And basically, we've now decided, which I don't think we've actually researched enough, is actually to make a official drink for Crystal's live stream as a cocktail and call it the Pintle Mounted Multi-Melter. So order Pim. So like Pims, but without the I. Pim. Which is the sound of a Pintle Mounted Multi-Melter firing. Or you can also sing along with Pintle Mounted Multi-Melter to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ross. So yes, I was almost there. I was that close to Mick Jagger. Mick. It's like me and Keith. It's like Keith. Yeah, man. It's a very pleasing phrase. It is a pleasing phrase because it just rolls off the tongue. Multiple melter. Need to get a shirt, yeah. Pintle Mountain. Pintle Mountain. Pintle Mountain Multimatter. Wrong hole. Heroes in a half shell. Motor power. Yes. You know, I absolutely love that phrase, and I love that gun. Oh, you really? Oh, awesome. I actually I picked up a few other bags of that myself because I thought I'm getting low on sand, so still have the original sand tub, but with all my mixture in it. So I was a couple of months ago. I had to drop. I think, what was I up there? Yeah, it's basically I had to hang around because I think I had to pick the lad up. He was only in like college or something for no, damn it, I can't even think now. I was down the beach. I took some photographs. There was one of me holding the book, the Liber Astartes book, and like going like that, which I did post up somewhere. So a very memeable picture. And I picked up another 3 bags about that, and just a very tubey bags. So I picked up 3 of them, and done that on King Brod's base. Yeah, it was very fine sand. I was thought this is proper good sort of basing sand. Southend's finest basing sand. And to say, like, Crystal used so much like different stuff for her basing is like amazing. Like she hunt down stuff in like forests and woods. It's just like wow. You don't need to go and buy it from hobby stores at extortionate prices. Just find stuff. Even like you used a dead beetle on one of your bases, didn't you? When I bought my house, it had a trampoline in the yard. Sold it on Marketplace day one. Realised it was weighed down with 5 bags of play and construction sand. I am set for sand bonus. That's actually quite, yeah. That will see you through, I think, Greg. I think you're more than covered in that respect. It's a lot of sand. Lot of sand. On the night, yeah. That's lovely. I say you just do. I've only really, honestly, my basing game has only come on in the last 4 years with the advent of Adeptus Titanicus. Before that, it was just paint and washes and dry brushing, much like what I've done here. But like with my little Titans, that's where, and Little Knights, well, mostly on the Titans. That's where I did improve and actually bothered. I just don't know why. I just didn't really get into doing basing. But I say, like, when I'm watching your streams and you're doing your stuff, it is just really like, wow, that's really cool. See, that's what I could do if I was a proper hobbyist. Was that a classic Sir Black impression? A lot of sand. Kim. No, that's not her. I don't know. That's not her either. Someone actually brought me back shells from Bulgaria for basing. Really? That's cool. I used roofing slate I found where there's a demolished cottage in the woods. There wasn't like any witches around there, Badger, was there? Just asking. That's things like, you know, all that sort of basing slate that we use. Like you can buy it from hobby stores, and like you can just get it, smash it up, and just use it from, you know, various places in urban locations. Graham. Let's see what. Oh no, that's someone else. I'm not hooking onto these impressions. I do apologise. Lada, Lada, no, no. So, no, that's. I remember seeing. It was Jimmy Carr was on Graham Norton, and they had Salma Hayek and Antonio Banderas on there, and they were trying to. Jimmy Carr was trying to get them to do impressions, like regional dialect impressions, and he says like with certain places, like certain places, there's like free words, and it will help you get into doing a like Scouse accent or a Geordie accent, and he was getting Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek to do Geordie and Scouse accents, sort of thing, which is quite good with that because they're quite broad with their Spanish and like so it was quite amusing actually. So it was I think the phrases they used for Geordie was Oompa Loompa. Um, well, I know Kawasaki was the other one, but it was something like Rolo. Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa Kawasaki. Yeah, so it was funny at the time. You had to be there, I suppose. No, the Band of Brothers set. What, the cottage? What, the one? Because the only cottage in the woods that I know of is the one where they've got the dude with the Edelweiss thing, Blythe, who goes like blind during Caratown when they're attacking Caratown, and then he's back to normal, and then he gets shot later on. Was that the place? Is that actually the place you're talking about? Rod Gilbert did a whole bit about how the Welsh accent is useless for there's been a horrible accident, but perfect for oh look at a bumblebee. Oh look at bumblebee. Oompa Loompa. Kawasaki. Yeah, it's using basic material that Damian Lewis may have stood on is definitely next level. Just a bit. Go on, it doesn't matter who we are. What matters is the play. I was doing. I used to do like Eddie Izzard impressions of Sean Connery because I used to watch a lot of Eddie Izzard, his stand-up things, films, videos that we used to do, and I remember it was my brother. He'd say it wasn't a stag night. It was a stag drink because he's had a stag night. I never went to it. I don't know why I wasn't invited to it, but I didn't, and I wasn't bothered anyway. But we went to this. I think it's the last post in Liverpool Street Station, and met his friend Alistair there, who he used to work with. Who used to work in computer recruitment in London, and Alistair was like one of his buddies, and he was like a Scottish chap, and I was doing this impression of Sean Connery. That was, I thought it was pretty good, but and I said about how it was like Eddie Izzard, and he goes, "I think your impression's more an impression of Eddie Izzard doing Sean Connery than actually doing Sean Connery." So I went, "Oh, okay." Sean Connery. I did. Fun fact as well. They were in the early days of Virgin Radio. You had Russ and Jono. Used to be the two like big like breakfast hosts or whatever, and they used to have a feature called "Who Do You Do Heroes?" And I phoned through, got on to do my again Eddie Izzard impression of Sean Connery, and I lost to a guy doing Roger Moore. So that was yeah. I thought it was in the bag, but then again, I did get not booted off the thing because I was just I must Russian journal, obviously two highly dangerous international terrorists. Looks like I'll have to go deep undercover with Miss Pushy Galore. And they went, oh, and then they like put a mute button on me for saying Pushy Galore. Yeah, but never lived that down. Losing to Roger Moore. Russian journal. Scaramanga. Not that Sean Connery ever met Scaramanga, because that was a Roger Moore one. Man with a golden gun. He's got a powerful weapon. Charges $1 million a shot. Assassin second to none. A man with a golden gun. Legendary, yeah, such good. Oh, hello, MZ. Hello, welcome. Oh, up in Welsh there. Hello, flower. I got dump buttons, yeah, by Ross and Jono. I've seen things. I've been places. I've done stuff. Yes, and that was when I was sober as well. That's when I get drunk. That's when you have to be careful. Hey, Edwin. Welcome. Willkommen. How is everybody's Saturday evening? Those that have just joined and those that have been here, I'll probably ask that question. I know I asked about pre-orders for those that have pre-ordered. Well, hello. Yes. All right, all right, all right. Bird of prey, bird of prey, lying high. I'm gonna Proteus. Going well now, just finishing up standard bearer from last week and also ordered a Proteus. Woohoo! All part of the Proteus gang. Yay. Yeah, so hopefully that turns up next Saturday. And if it does, I bloody hope it does, I shall probably build one on stream. How's that? Just get that going. Bird of prey, bird of prey, fly high, fly high. Somebody's been at my paints. I know they've already had my bloody super glue, because that was very hard. People, if you could see them, I would know from their faces. There were kings and queens, followed by princes and princesses. Future pal people. Well, yeah, I'm going through this drink quite quick. Straw probably doesn't help. I've been drinking the finest whiskey through a straw. I am so uncouth. Yes. Yes, you are, Lee. Yes, you are. I can't believe that's not. Can't believe that. Can't believe Bubashek is broken. So disappointed. Another interesting follow-on to the story of the Eddie Izzard Sean Connery impression that I was trying to impress Alistair with. I don't know what his second name was, but it was Alistair. He was a nice guy and all that sort of thing. And at my brother Ian's wedding, my brother Ian had a PA called Laura, and she was dating Alistair. And I got to meet Laura. And Laura was quitting being a PA for my brother and going into the porn business. And she basically asked me, "So, do you want to like get into it with us, sort of thing, like, and go and do porn movies?" And I'm like, it's definitely something I'm interested in, but I don't. Yeah, my brother's wedding reception. But yeah, she was just a hard sell trying to get into doing porn, which I didn't, by the way. Sorry to disappoint you. I didn't. But yeah, she did go on and do some movies. So yeah, she was talking about like, oh, you earn like 10 grand a show or whatever. and now we know how Lee afforded his Titans. Yeah. Yeah, which is weird because obviously back then I didn't look like the Norse god that I am, a Saxon king as I have been described, trademark. But yeah, it was quite surreal. It's probably why we keep on like on these live streams. We keep on getting afterwards. Like the next day, I get a load of like comments coming up advertising German porn, which involves some people that would be sad if you don't follow the link. So yeah, that's different. And that age, I didn't really have the facial hair, like to be like a plumber, big moustache. I didn't have that. I couldn't do that. That's a prerequisite, right? You've got to be a plumber and have moustache. Mustachio. Yeah. Just don't know what I'm going to do once this drink's gone. I didn't buy anything else. It's all I've got. There is. I don't, Ivy. I just have piles of LED wires and other gubbins and soldering iron. Yeah, before you came on, I was saying about how that Valkyrie that you did when you were still living over this side of the water. Kings and queens followed by princes and princesses. Future power people giving love to loveless. Shining a light because they wanted to see. There were cries of why, followed by cries of why not. Don't you reach out for you if it feels good to me. And the riders they will still pass, but the only love they'll find is paradise. I'm purely experimenting right now. Probably not the greatest thing to be doing, but I am. So you have been warned. So what I've done, I've mixed some warp lightning with Drakenhof and water. Just trying to get underneath here, so it would fall into the little scaly parts, and probably add a little bit more something a little bit cheeky. Or maybe not. It's an experiment. That's something a little bit different, at least. Make them stand out a little bit better. I imagine it's such a good time making this base. So messy though. Do you know what? Right, Crystal, it's like sometimes when you are just as Ivy likes to, well, as I say to Ivy quite a lot, embrace the horror. If when you just go at something and just live the moment and just be creative, sometimes even though you can make a complete fucking mess of your workstation, sometimes you do some of your best hobby then when you just let loose and just don't think about it, just go for it, and worry about it later. I know I like to spread, like, which I think Greg can confirm. Like when I used to go into the Games Workshop in Southend and hobby, where I'd sit, I would literally sort of like see stuff moving out, and like the manager Darren would like, "Yep, there's Lee likes to spread out," and I would. So glad you taught me to embrace the horror. It's liberating. Making I'll send you a bit. No, yeah, please do. Making good progress with the assault cannons. Threw them in the Discord. Excellent. Check them out as well. Ooh. Facial recognition. Well, you've hacked them to pieces nicely. You get obviously black undercoat, lead belcher, then various other metallics, and then washing. I'm assuming, Greg. But the question I have for you though, heat bloom on the ends of these things, where are you putting it? I'm looking at these barrels. Where are you putting the heat bloom? Wi-Fi's been there. That's cool. Sorry, I just put that under so people can see the video, or is that, you know, I don't want to sort of like unleash secret squirrel stuff. So, but that I like that. You say you just mulched everything together. I'll watch it. Sorry. I can see the little. Oh, I can see the little twiggies. Yeah. Okay. So this is a video that Crystal just sent over. I'm going to put it under the camera here, hopefully. So hold on. Actually, if I turn that. Oh, it's not that one. Haha! It's this one. There you go. Right. So look at that. You see little twiggy bits, little twiggy bits. I used to get stuck on those things because they normally have like the sort of sappiness on the end of those two bits sticking out. I'm pointing to that screen, pointing at these bits here. They used to be like sticky quarter things. But yeah, no, that's really cool. That is really cool. It's like with your Contemptor's base as well, like all the little bits and details you put into it. It's just fucking amazing. Is that that's part like of the Gargant base, that plastic bit there, isn't it? Is that one of the spare parts? Because I think you were saying, I did catch the bit where you were saying like there's lots of bits and stuff that you get in those kits. But no, that's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. That's brilliant. With a goal though, having to finish the idea in mind. Got them off the floor, all dried out. Gonna have a bird on the tree. Oh, that's for the Gargant dude, isn't it? Because Crystal is like a Warhammer community painter, I believe, is an official title that you have, and obviously she gets sent preview stuff to paint up and model, and so she's been featured on like the community page loads of times. With some really excellent stuff. I like I think the bits that I really liked was the Orlog bike dude, where you like he was like wheeling or jumping or something, and the way you done that was just fucking great. King Brod. I was hoping it would look almost palm line. Yeah. No, I think, and it's sort of like, although we know what they are, but if they're like sort of looking the part on a base, because it's like, you know, a fantasy world tree or some description sort of thing. But no, that's really cool. Brass. Oh, can't see what I'm doing now. Illumination. I have brought illumination to the masses. I am Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. And now I was doing voices again. I'm reminded of the infamous Eddie Izzard sketch where he's talking about Latin being a dead language, and said, like, you know, so people speaking in Latin, but we don't know how it actually sounds because it was a dead language. You don't know. For all we know, we go, "Hello, with the Romans." Sorry. Oh dear. I apologise if I scared anybody there with my my very common tongue. Me. I'm still touching Bubba Shaker just to see if it works. Why don't you work? What have you done? Why? Why you no shaky shaky? No shaky shaky. I has sat. Ross. Oh, no. That's wrong. Trying to pick out this bloody. Oops, sorry. I've pronounced like have. Dominus pronounced dominoes, bruv. What's that say? It says Romans go home. No, it doesn't. Conjugate the verb to go. Romane etum und domus. Now write it out 100 times or I'll cut your bollocks off. And for the young people viewing, that was from Monty Python and The Life of Brian. Which I believe came up on Crystal's live stream last week. People doing quotes, which I was one of them. Eunt Domus. Romans go home. How do you think of us? Not everybody is a Monty Python fan, my dear friend. Back in a couple, getting the boy snack. No worries, dude. We'll be here. Hopefully these will be looking quite good. I think they're looking quite good anyway. Still getting used to just having. It's weird because, like, I know with my Emperor's Children, because they are like a metallic-y purple because it's just Drushy Violet over Lead Belcher, and then obviously sponged on, like a sponge chipping with Rune Fang, and it's just this is similar but different because of using the contrasts. But then I'm using two different contrasts. I'm not sure. You know, I may not even have to bother with using one of the contrasts, which because I use Gryph-Charger Grey, as was sort of indicated in a GW video of how to paint them with contrast. But later ones, they didn't even bother with the Gryph-Charger Grey. They just went over with the Achillean Green. And I've been too scared to try with just the Achillean Green. Because it's weird, like I've used with all the, because I use it obviously with an airbrush to make it go on a little bit, well, a lot smoother to be fair, on two Kratos tanks, the Rhino, Alfarius, Dynat, loads of models now as well. And I've used pretty much one whole contrast of Gryph-Charger, but that's still like 2/3 of, yeah, it's like 2/3 full of the Achillean. So little needs to go on. Like every time I fill up the cup in the airbrush, there's loads left over. The only thing with Headhunters is it's just an upgrade kit. So unlike other models, you don't get a full quota of dudes, which is a bit annoying, really, because you know when you're paying like £34 for just a head, shoulder pads, a gun, torso, and these little bits here. That's it. £34 for 5, and a squad maximum is 10. So it's like 70 odd, well, £68. But they are characterful. I do moan a lot, but I do like what I have. they are nice. And even the what do you call them? The Lernian Terminators. They do look the bollocks. Sorry, but they do. Such a cool looking dudes. Right. What do I need? What do I need? I needed something. I thought of something. I've forgotten what it was. Some of that. Right. So this is from Drakenhof Nightshade, just to accentuate the triangle design. They do look the dog sparks. Duck's bollocks, or as I like to say, the duck's chuds. Yeah. Doop, 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 doop. Right, I'm off, Lee. Have a good stream. Thank you very much. Thank you for hanging out with us as well. Honestly, you do so much online. Like after all that live streaming today and hobbying as well, I'm just amazed at your endurance levels. So thank you very much for coming to hang out. It's been lovely having you here, and thank you for sharing your stuff with us all as well. I'm sure I will see you shortly, which you're streaming tomorrow as well, I think. So again, if you don't follow Crystal McDowell already, do it. You will not be disappointed. Leaders. Soon, hopefully. Yes. So just using the Drakenhof to pick out the bolts or little studs on the pads. Good. Yeah, well, I'll get my people to talk to your people, and your people to talk to my people, and we'll get something sorted. Oh, damn it. Yes. Oh, I didn't actually see. There was a second video Net Crystal sent. So this was the feet of the Gargant dude. How cool is that? That is Judge. Honestly, that's weird. I thought I was literally just thinking a minute ago. So, well, Judge isn't here tonight. I wonder where he is. And now you're here. Nice. How are you, buddy? Did you do any pre-ordering today? So far, we've got several Proteuses ordered. I think myself and Rob both have 2 each. Ivy has 1. Edvin has 1. Greg, did you do Proteus as well? I have Barnard on the way. No heresy stuff today. Oh, 'tis a shame. 'Tis a shame. 'Tis a shame. That's the drinks. On to the last beer now. Is the stream coming through okay? Because I'm getting error message. Land Raiders come in squads of 3. And the Hydra has 3 heads. Just saying. Right. Okay, it's a lot choppy, a bit choppy. The audio is fine, which is annoying because there's nothing going. Well, I don't know. You're just saying this, the current stream rate is about 1270.15 kilobits. Is lower than recommended bit rate. Well, duh. Yeah. Evening fam, not feeling great, but thought I'd check in. Oh, what's the matter, son? What's occurring? Why are you not good? We want to know. We want to help. We're here for you. We love you. What's wrong with my boy? Hello, brother Bubonicist. So you're feeling crappy, baby brother. Look after yourself. Are you under the weather with lurgy, or have other things occurred? We are concerned. Just head stuff. To be fair, son, I've been in the same way today as well. Well, past few days, to be honest with you. So it just could be, you know, one of those things. I've actually had a lot of people have been having head weasels today and a couple of days. So I hope that you sort them out and that you can feel a bit more comfortable. We are all here for you. You know that, yeah? So if you need a chat or anything, you know where to find us. Well, thank you, hobby daughter. See, that's what our little community is like. You know, we're all here for each other. All right, we all care for each other. We're all groovy, and we're all fun, and we're all lovely people. So don't be, you know, if you're having a bad day, you can always talk to any of us. I'm sure, you know. I did bring. I'm going to do some shaky because I'm going to open the door. I'm going to spray some matte varnish. So I apologise for the name. The noise. Oh yeah, talking about some dice. I was checking up on my Warhammer community, Warhammer Plus subscription, where the free model. So I placed my odd order for my free model, which was the gang of chaos sorcery dudes or whatever, because I preferred that over the other model of the Chaos Space Marine. And I thought, wait a sec, it's October. Where's my £10 voucher? And I contacted Games Workshop via the live chat option and said, like, yeah, I haven't received it and I'd like to spend it. And the guy sorted it all out and put the code there. So I added it to my virtual voucher wallet in my account, and I got myself some Alpha Legion dice for £14 with including delivery. So yay me. So I'll be using them because I'll be bringing the Alpha Legion next week, because I know Ivy is mentioned about playing against the Alpha Legion, so who am I to deny Ivy? So the Alphas are coming. I only just ordered my last year's model yesterday. Me too, those familiars. I got my voucher. Cool. Leaky! Hello, Leaky. Good evening. Did you pre-order anything today, Leaky? That's the big question on everybody's lips. What did you order? What did you order? Oh, Nubian. That was my impression of Watto from the prequel movies of Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. I got both models. I also had my voucher today. Yay. Alpha dice roll pretty well. Cool. Is it true that 6 comes up 1s as required? A fromage fruit. looks so much better now with the matte varnish. Ah, so Mr. Headhunter. Oh, I haven't done the under parts of the pauldrons. I shall. No, I don't know. No. But yeah, I don't like shiny, but that kind of works for me. Obviously, that dude looking a lot better and cooler. Exodus. Yes. Smooth. Schmoob. Yes, I have pre-ordered stuff from our fruit I like. They have 6 sizes but 7 results. I've ordered a matching pair of Land Raider carriers. I too have ordered a matching pair of Land Ragers. It's like, like when you get the not spoof movies, like the cashing in on the name type things. Like, so you had like, was it Battle of Los Angeles or whatever it was. And then you had Battle of LA. At this, like, came out on DVD, direct to DVD beforehand, because everyone thought, oh, it's that one with Aaron Eckhart in it, and it was not. Stuff like that, you know. Is that one of the Exodai? Yes. So I used the Primaris, not Primaris, the Praetor model. Alpha Legion Praetor in power armor or artificer armor, and the sniper rifle is off of Umbral 6 because I won't that bothered about having another Vindicar. I've already got one. Hand off of the heavy weapon sprue because it had a hand trigger in that. Mark IV arm, original arm. And yeah, everything else is his, apart from obviously the ammo packs. The shells are from the Orcs thing out of the kill team Orc sprue. Grenades, Krieg grenades, Krieg binocular case, I think. Mark IV power, Mark IV combat blade. But yeah, it just kind of just worked quite well, I thought. I had to, because the Umbral 60 sniper rifle is bullpup, so that was cut off to put there, and it just worked. It just worked. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I do. Yeah, so apart from it's just really the arms and the rifle, really, and positioning of the head, which is quite nice because it looks like he's looking for the scope. Land Ranger carrier, the only way for world eaters to travel. I am Centurion Bloodicus of the 12th Legion, and I shall know your blood. Ivy hit experience with sniper bullying. What, you had word bearers with snipers? Is that what you're saying? I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Wow, the stream current bit rate is 929, so that's dropped down sort of 300, which is weird because there's nothing else going on here. Why is not my KPS working properly? Damn you. Damn you all to Murgatroyd. Oh, oh, oh. You are very funny. We watch the historical records. What was that an impression of? Who was that from? What film was that from? I am saying that forge word snipers. The vigilator was a douche, but very inspiring. Word bearers aren't all about incessant chanting and dribbling demons, I mean. Well, there was actually a fanatical word bearer sniper in Vulcan Lives. I'm not sure actually what happened to him. I know he ended up on the crag. Odds are it was an impression of Eddie Izzard doing an impression of someone else. Ah, that's where you're wrong. I'm going to try and find a quote. I can probably try and do that. No, yes, accept, whatever. Wow, they don't have any quotes from those characters in that. Let's see on this web page if there's anything there. Bafusa Narek, very naughty chap, even by Legion 17 standards. Okay, so this is the only quote I have found from that character with that voice. We have enjoyed preparing many of your esoteric dishes. Your Monte Cristo sandwich is a current favorite among the adventurers. Those poor people. I'm surprised nobody got it from me saying about the historical records. Anymore. Commander, standing here in your presence is the greatest honor we could ever hope to achieve in our lifetimes. Still, you haven't guessed what that was. Oh my god. Yeah, that's looking good, dude. That is looking good. Let's look. Hundreds of other people's quotes. Oh, the quote game reminds me of the lyrics game. Yeah, but I'm doing impersonations of the characters in the quotes game, and it's only one character that I'm impersonating. Forge, you're sounding like Marvin from Hitchhikers. No, he's a brain the size of a planet, and you want me to get drinks. Oh, woe is me. For the first 1,000,000 years I stood here, waiting, bored. Brain the size of a planet. But it depends on which one as well, because obviously you had the original one from the TV miniseries in the early 80s. He's my Marvin. Second Marvin's all right, but it's not Marvin. Do this, Marvin. Do that. Brain the size of a planet, resulting to being a doorstop. Okay, well, the actual answer was Mathazar from Galaxy Quest. And I would have thought that we watched your historical records. They were very intuitive. Because I have no really reflection in their voice. That was them laughing. And Galaxy Quest is by far the best Star Trek movie out there. The Adventures of Jason Taggart. Actually, Leaky, did you actually watch Piece of Cake? I know I sent you all the links to the YouTube where I watched it. Did you actually watch through it again? Yeah, I think even like I know again, even though Stephen Fry in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in the movie, the original narrator was much better. And obviously in the mini series sort of thing, there was a lot more in depth stuff. And say like all the little like side bits and stuff and explanations that occurred were better in that than in trying to cram it all into a movie. Just didn't, yeah. And the two heads, Sam Rockwell's two heads, it was interesting, but it's not the original Zaphod Beeblebrox. He does look like a rogue trader, though. I'll give him that. So if he was going to do a rogue trader character, base it on Sam Rockwell's version of Zaphod Beeblebrox. I've had the theme tune to BBC audio series of Hitchhikers stuck in my head since I was about 8. I actually have that. I'm surprised that on our mini drives that you didn't find it on my iTunes, because it is there. I'm now thinking of the whale above Magrathea. And the pot of petunias with the message saying, "Oh no, not again." Ooh, what's this coming up to me? This sounds like brown, drown, down, ground. Oh, it's ground. I wonder if it'll be my friend. Yes. Slardy Bardfast from Magrathea. Oh, this bitch gives me the screaming willies. Oh no, not again. Yeah, I think my favourite sort of bit was the thing where Arthur goes, "I've seriously got to reconsider my my sense of style," or something like that. And that phrase went through time and space and re-emerged at a critical, heated debate, discussion between two warring factions of people, which happened to be translated to one race's as the ultimate insult about his mother. And so the two alien races went to war, genocidal war. Then they realised that it was actually not the other side's fault, and that it was a message that originated in the location of Earth or something like that. And then both fleets joined up, flew to Earth to attack it, and was then and when they arrived, they was devoured by a small Scotty dog. What's that? What's this? Looks like whale meat. Yeah. Oh yeah. In Fallout, one of the random encounters was a pulped whale with a potted plant next to it. Really cool Easter egg. Yeah, no, it was. I like obviously with the improbability drive when you've got Sandra Dickinson, when she's doing improbability drive, 10 to the power on 16 and falling. What's that? It looks like we're on Southend seafront. But I'm like a penguin. And I think again the TV series when they're in the pub, it's like he's bought like several pints of bitter and a bag of a couple of bags of nuts, and he got change out of a £5. And keep the change. Oh, very very generous of you, sir. That's all right. The world's going to end in 10 minutes. Oh, okay. Is there anything we should do? Should we like all lay down or something? Do whatever you want. And the Vogon constructor fleets. No. The plans have been in the planning office in Alpha Centauri for 50 years. You had plenty of time to protest against them. And the loudest thing in the universe is attending a danger zone concert. So all the what Douglas Adams with all the little details and stuff, where like obviously they'd set up the speakers on one planet, and then you'd be another planet listening to it. Was it Danger Zone? Disaster area. Sorry. And the lead singer had been dead for a year for tax reasons. It was actually in other important thing today is almost decided upon close combat combat weapons for my Justarian Terminators. My goodness, that is actually quite impressive. I was actually with not the Tartarus, but the Cataphracti that you get with the Age of Darkness. I'm holding back on them because obviously if they're going to bring out molded shoulder pads for the Legions again, I'm definitely holding off until they come out, because obviously they would look cool with the molded shoulder pads of Alpha Legion and just do them up like the Lernian terms. I believe my first encounter with hitchhikers was in a graphic novel. Really? I never knew they had done a graphic novel for it. Obviously, I know all of the books and stuff, which I haven't read. Loved it. It's great. Seems like Thundercat hammers are the way to go. Please tell me they've got little cats on the faces of the hammers. With Novelty Chain Fist, and then the rest are fun fists. So we're back to fisting again, but Luke's already gone, I think. All those Kasoran axes I bought that suck and go on other termies with as standard power axes. Yeah, that's the thing is like I did, and I'd admit it, I did watch Outer Circle when it was talking about Alpha Legion, because there's weren't a lot of content talking about the new stuff, and how he was going on about Lernian Terminators. Like, they're expensive, like 250 points base for a squad of 5, and all you've got is Volkite chargers and the power weapons. So, and then you've got to pay for power fists or chain fists on top of that, which makes it a really expensive unit. But they get line. They're the only Terminators that have line. So they can claim and disrupt the objectives if need be. And they are basically infantry killers. It's the same as like Phoenix Guard Terminators. They are infantry killing Terminators. So, and they also have it will not die, which is handy. Isn't too shabby. I'm then going against all sense by doing a shooty cataphractii squad. 2 Reaper autocannons and the rest with combi grenade launchers. I think that's still a pretty decent thing. They say, like, you know, you got to shoot, and they're not exactly fast moving fuckers, so nothing wrong with that. In my planned H8 Leviathan list, I have a unit of 5 with conversion beam as a deck chair unit. Yeah, in my Lernians, I've got 1 with conversion beamer, because obviously they come with a conversion beamer for their Terminators. But I did a conversion on the other conversion beamer to have Volkite Culverine, because it's a Volkite Culverine. So, yeah, it's totally worth having a Volkite Culverine to add to all the other Volkites they've got. But it's a Volkite Culverine. Throwing a Primus Medicae and they become pretty. I was talking to Phil the other day when I met up with him, that I really kind of wish that they, like, Forge World would actually do, or Games Workshop would do a apothecary like upgrade kit, because now you can have up to 7 in an apothecary unit and up to 7 in a tech marine unit in the HH. You know, if you're buying individual tech marines, like 7, like what are they, like about 20, 25 quid each or now, or something? 20, 25, even at 20 quid, that's 140 quid for a unit of 7 tech marines. But, you know, and the same with apothecary. So why can't you just do like an upgrade, like sprues, where you can just, you know, like backpack the Narcisseum sort of thing, and maybe some other little giblets, and just do that in a little. See, mention Phil when he appears. So yeah, like doing a little upgrade pack, so you can actually convert other models into tech marines and apothecaries, sort of thing, because you don't want to have the, like, you know, you've only got 2 apothecaries. You've got a Mark II and you've got the Mark IV apothecary models. Primus Medicae dude, and there's a Terminator one as well, isn't there? Or is that the Primus Medicae? I don't know. Speaking of that, we'll see. Then I'm going to do the Long March, because M9 Contemptors sound fun. Movement 9 Contemptors. Hi, Phil. I'm the devil. You are Hades. Be fair. I really need to work on my techs and medics. Evening Philip of the Engines. But yeah, it's like I've got 3 apothecary and 3 normal apothecaries and 1 dude that can be an apothecary, or I as you saw last week, could be a Primus Medicae, or it could even be a Moritat. Maybe they will make a Veteran Command Specialist brew. I reckon you know sell pretty well. The Terminator one is the Primus. Alright, okay. Yeah, but what about if you want an apothecary without that, or a Primus Medicae on a bike? You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, I say. Mm. Damn it. Mm. Lots of damn it going on. I was thinking of converting a command squad to go with the new Land Raider. Can a Land Raider take? Can they take Land Raiders and transports? Yes, they can. Yeah, so it's what's it? Has to be the Land Raider carrier. Yeah, because the Land Raider carrier one has the higher capacity. Was it 12 in that? Whereas the one with the web, the thingy web, sensor web thingy, that only has a capacity of 8. So obviously Terminators use up 2 slots, I believe. Well, they don't. I don't believe. I know they take up 2 slots because they're bulky. And with the carrier one, it has the assault ramp, so Terminators and assault troops can just rush out of it, whereas other ones you can't. You can only disembark. So you want the carrier one purely because you can do that. So what did everyone think of the new stuff today? Well, I got 2 Proteus and a Sicaran kit. Was tempted to do some not Vindicators, Predators, but I just reined myself in somewhat. I think he's a Dark Mechanicum character. Well, that's what I heard on a chat in Discord somewhere. In a Discord somewhere. They thought it was a Dark Mechanicum character. Which would be kind of cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier on. Like I really like the really big heavy weapons that the Cadians had, because they did look awesome and looked like proper like World War II sort of anti-tank cannons, which is just cool, cool as nuts. As cool as nuts could be. Saying great looking models, but I don't, but not what I'm after. What about 40k boarding actions version? Yeah, no. Again, it looks interesting, but there's a lot of work. A lot of work making scenery. I don't do scenery. It's not my bag. I'm rubbish. I'm rubbish at doing that sort of shit. "3D Space Hulk." Ouch. Yeah, I'm never going to play Night Edition. I thought the scenery looked potentially cool if it's compatible with Zone Mortalis stuff. I found 4 Thunderhammers, might need a few more. Looks Ivy. It's not Night Ivy, it's a whole separate game. Ooh. I thought it was an adaptation like Zone Mortalis for HH. The Zone Mortalis stuff looks good. I haven't got to watch anything, but I'm a scenario fanatic, so I was naturally planning a Zone Mortalis board after Necromunda table, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I wish I had the space for boards. I would make all kinds. I need a bigger house. Mew. Mew. I mean, scenery, not scenario. Hosting a ZM Day in Malmo in the beginning of November. Cool. Zone Mortalis is a really good game. All the games I've played of it have been fun and characterful. Flavorful. Totally worth it though. It's a great little game. Memo. We have the best Zone Mortalis terrain in Northern Europe. That sounds cool. The best. EOH ruined the place name for me. Over in time. Your Insta story when you're showing off your the Gargant with your smugness. Is that the one you're talking about? Smuggy Smuggerson. Yepers. Ba 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 ba. Can't stop sponging time. Stop sponging time. Do 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 do. Be-doop, be-doop. Alright, so all looking okay, I think. Oh, it's late, I've got to go to bed. Yeah, actually, probably going to call it as well because I've got to get up early for dropping off people. So, yeah, because all I'm doing is just faffing about now. So, thank you all for another wondrous evening of companionship and hobby awesomeness. Really appreciated you all hanging out here. We've had some good stuff. Yeah. So next time we'll be back on Wednesday night, I believe, and hopefully some more stuff to happen in groovy-tasticness. So night out, everybody. Sweet dreams, happy hobbying. I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you all again soon. Nighty night, sweet dreams.